What's up? It's Ocean's View. I'm your host, Ocean, here with Miss Irie. Also, my man, Willie Negro, who will actually be a part of the episode as well. You know, we changed some things up or whatever. So, we got a lot of good feedback from the last episode. Shout out to Cocktails After Dark for coming through, blessing us, and making it interesting. You know, that was kind of my version of Angela Yee's lip service, and the ladies did not disappoint. So that one went over real well. So I'm going up and down my timeline like I normally do, and I see it's always women on this side of the fence and men on the other side of the fence, and it's like it's a lot of complaining, a lot of frustration, a lot of people just being sick of the opposite sexes or sometimes the same sexes, behaviors and everything. And one of the main situations that's going on now is women are saying that men are requiring things from women that they don't either possess or have going on in their life anyway. Like, guys like women that are kept up, nails, hair, you dress a certain way and things like that. But then they're saying the guys their grooming services aren't always up to par and everything. So I kind of look at it I'm not going to say twofold. I don't even see how you deal with somebody if you think that their grooming and things is like, it's not up to par. So like, how does it even get that far that you're even messing with a guy? Like, all right, for me, what do they call it when women get their nails done?
Manicures.
Manicure. My hands are terrible, but they're clean. But it's nothing manicured about my hands.
Right.
I personally don't think I'm ever going to be sitting in some salon getting it done until Ocean View gets bigger and the people are like, look here, you're not a hand model, but we need to get your hands together. Or even with my feet or whatever. You walk around on them forever, they're going to look a certain way. So I kind of look at stuff like that, me personally, as just grooming, because that's what women do. Now, the problem that I have with is this. It's not a super requirement. It's more so, isn't this what women do? And I give you an example. I believe all women should have lotion in their bag. I don't know why. I just feel y'all need to have lotion
in their bag.
Yeah, like you have to have lotion.
Well,
think about it. Think about
fit
it.
In this one.
Well, think about it like this. Guys, you got guys. No, think about it.
Put a little one in there.
Exactly. Put a little one in.
You heard what I said.
This is my thing.
I don't have no lotion in here.
This is my thing, though. This is my thing. We talk about when you got carrying your normal size pocketbook or whatever.
Yeah, I have like a little Vaseline.
For whatever reason.
It's like multi-use.
There's no guy. I've never asked a guy, do you have any lotion on you? I just don't. Because guys are not walking around with that. Well, at least when I was coming up.
No, not with them. They probably have it in the car, though.
I do have some lotion in the car. I personally have lotion in the car.
But not on your person.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't really think I don't care. Only way I'm gonna ask the guys if I know he has it in there because I see it in there.
Right.
But women, at random, I feel like I can walk outside. I see a woman with a purse, and if I be like, can I get some lotion? I feel they need to have lotion inside their bag. That's part of what's going inside your bag.
A bigger purse, yes.
This is why y'all are dumping stuff out, and y'all got everything. You got animal crackers, you got lotion, just all kind of stuff. I'm just saying, I got all kind of stuff.
Moms probably do have animal crackers.
Animal crackers was kind of just a metaphor for a bunch of nothingness, but that's what y'all have.
But somebody would need that animal cracker, and we would have it. So I understand what you're saying.
So my thing is this. What is your take on the fact of men, I'm not going to say demanded, because I don't think men demanded. I think we kind of expected. That's the whole thing. So do y'all have a problem with our expectation? Should we not expect women to kind of automatically be kept up?
No, I think that the expectations of it is going to be probably the type of women that you are used to. You're used to them having nails, feet just being kept up. And so I don't think it's really an expectation. It's just more so of that's normal. Because for me, it's gonna be normal, nails, feet. But if I was to meet a man and he nails clean, but I see, they probably not even. That's more so why the manicure comes in. It's not for the your nails are dirty. It's more so maybe they're like sharp, uneven, something like that. Clip your nails, file them. That's what the manicure is for. It's not because you're dirty. It's more so, it's a step up because basic is clean. That's pretty much like the basics is clean hands, clean feet. Now, if they not filed or something, y'all not going to do that. So that's where the manicure will come in at. But no.
I need you to talk towards the
But sure,
expectation.
that y'all have for
should
us.
men have that? Do you feel men should have that?
I
y'all?
feel it's a norm because so when someone say, "Dag, you get your feet done every 2 weeks," I'm like, I'm supposed to. So that's normal for me. So someone who finds that to be abnormal, I'm like, well, the women don't do that because it's normal for me. So I can't say that the expectations are too high because that's just something that I'm gonna do. But there could be some women who think you're supposed to get your hands manicured. So with me, I don't have expectations for y'all. I do think that your hands should be clean. You should smell good, But I mean, I can't expect you to get your feet and nails done.
So is it unfair for us to have expectations for
It's
that?
not unfair depending on...
That's not even an unreasonable expectation, though.
It's not unreasonable, but it's not an expectation for me. It's normal for me.
Right. You gotta be talking in totality. Like we all can individualize it in totality. Do you think men, regardless of how men carry themselves, should have the expectation? Should a woman's expectations be nails done, hair done?
No, because no. If you walk around and your hands dirty, your feet dirty, and stuff like that, the type of women I'm assuming that you deal with like that. Like, so it's not really in totality. It's all about what's your type and what you like.
Nobody's type is dirty.
Nope, but guess what? It's a lot of men walking around with dirty ass fingernails.
See, but we talking about the women right now.
If we talking about in totality, if I see a man with some dirty nails, that's a turn off. That's not even somebody I'm even going to look at.
So let me ask you this: what are your expectations on men?
Like I said, expectations for men is clean.
Whether you deal with them or not, what's the expectation? What do you think
clean.
Every man?
Like I said, like your nails don't have to be manicured, and when it's a manicure, all I say is for a man is really that it's
Hold
just.
up, though. But the reality is, a man's expectation is for a woman to be a woman, and it's like you said, you expect a woman to have lotion in it because women are just like that. They soft. They have lotions and oils and stuff. They're clean. Men are rough.
Definitely white. So that's what I'm saying. So my expectations for y'all, it's not going to be necessarily that you have to have a manicure and a pedicure. But do your hands need to be clean? Do you need to smell clean? Yes. If your nails are chipped, I might suggest I'll clip them, file them. But do you have to go every 2 weeks and have a manicure and a pedicure because I do? No.
I will say this,
but clean is the standard.
I agree. But
clean is the standard.
I will say this. Dirty dudes will accept a certain level of dirtiness from women. I know some dirty, nasty dudes, and they'll accept some things from women that a lot of guys that are kept up won't accept. Like, me personally, I just, you have to be feminine. You have to be soft. You have to smell good. You know what I mean? All the time.
All the time.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not acceptable to not smell fresh.
Right.
And have a scent or something like that. But dirty dudes, they might accept a little bit of that. They might accept a woman who don't get their nails and feet done. They might accept a woman who, might have a little sweat on their back or something. I don't know.
And that's like their type. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really pretty much like your type. Because sometimes your type is just a little bit off. Like I said, somebody could really feel that I do too much because I get my nails and feet done
Yeah.
as often as I do because some people don't go as often. But that's just me. And that's normal for me. And that's normal for a lot of women around me. Like I don't know too many women who don't make sure that they nails, feet kept up. Like we don't have a new perfume. Like and this is what's surrounding me.
The real conversation though is I know more women that have unrealistic expectations for men.
And that's what I said. And that's what I said too.
Yes.
I did say that. I was like, I think we expect more from men.
So what are some of these expectations?
Just like making more than us. And it's like you have your bills, I have my bills, but we want you to make more than us, knowing we separate. We got the same bills, but we want you have to court us. So you gotta find some money from out the sky to make sure you could take us out. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like a lot of men paying their own bills, they out on their own, they not living with, so they have to take care of themselves. And so I think those expectations, especially in today's society, those are unrealistic for me. And I know that if I gotta pay my own bills and you gotta pay yours and I'm not ready to combine, you gotta make sure you straight. So it's almost like, do you expect, even with like taking you on a trip or something, like, are you going to say I'll get the room, or
But that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
talking about you at the bus stop, but you clowning somebody for having a car that ain't up to your standards.
or you still live with your mother, but a guy can't live with his mother,
Or you taking,
Yeah.
or he take you on a trip to Florida, and you like, wow, we ain't. And everybody goes to Miami. Why we didn't go to
Right.
Mykonos?
Right.
Man, if you
Right.
don't,
But so that's the thing. I think that we do become unrealistic when it becomes more like superficial and materialistic. It's almost like because you watching what's going on around you, you think that this is what it means to have a man, or and a lot of social media is the blame. It's like you watching these couples do these things and you don't know what they doing. You don't know if they already paid for that trip months ago, but it's almost like because they go enjoy it, post the pictures, it looks like they just got all this money.
I often say that I would hate to be like in college right like now, because like when I was in college, like the Air Maxes was respected. Like if you ain't got on designer, if you ain't taking trips, I couldn't do none of this when I was in college. I don't even know how you dance with chicks now. Like, I mean, because
they don't dance. The whole thing is this: with the expectations, men got to make more money in the woman's mind because it all feeds towards the action, towards the fantasy, the fantasy of the white knight, and it's always that. I can do, this is why women always say this stuff, I can do things myself, but just in case. Why is everything just in case? Just in case I'm going to need you to make more so you can actually help me out or do this, that, and the third or whatever. And the problem where it's always going to be with men and women with that is because you got men looking at it like, yo, I'm not just going to be supporting you. What are you bringing to the table? That's when, once again, men get technical when it's convenient. Like, yo, if your go-to is you look good and your sex is whatever, that's it. Niggas ain't really going for that unless that's what it is. A lot of times, and it's gonna sound bad, I'll be looking at chicks, some stuff they be writing online. I'll be like, yo, if you want to be a prostitute, just say that. Just say it. Like, just say it. Don't keep making these posts. Yo, I don't got time for this, that, and the third. If you don't got this kind of money, if you're not spending this money, and you don't have a certain level of disposable income, don't come in my inbox. If you want to be a prostitute, just say that. If you just want niggas to buy you off. See, but the thing about it is this. So, it boggles me with women that make these declarations like that. And I'm looking like, okay, it's a lot of guys out here that got that kind of money, disposable money. Why is it you're never running into these guys?
Right.
You like, I don't understand why they never, if this is your purpose, why you never run into those guys yet? You see what I'm saying? Like that. Like why are they so elusive when it comes to you? But you keep talking about us. One time I was in a strip club, back home in New York. It's called Medallions. I don't even think it's there no more. This was 42nd Street, like when it was the 42nd Street. Like now that shit is Disney World, like literally. But this is, my mother used to always say, don't go downtown and be with those undesirables. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because this is, if you look at those old 80s films and in New York City and Times Square at that time, it all looks the same. The graffiti and all that stuff. So anyway, we inside this spot, we chilling, and it was just like Players Club. But this was, I don't know, maybe it was a little before Players Club. But anyway, R. Kelly, the real R. Kelly, and D'Angelo came in. All them chicks ran upstairs because they had another level or whatever. All the strippers. So it was maybe about 10 other strippers left. Because, you know, the ones with the, I guess they was getting their bodies done then and all that good stuff, they went upstairs to make the big bucks or whatever. So, and I remember being there, and after the chicks ran upstairs, some dude, and I wish I could take credit for saying what was said, but it wasn't me who said it. So some dude that was just there, she was real quiet, the music is playing, this nigga just blurts out, yeah, guess I gotta fuck with us regular niggas now. And everybody, we all just bust out laughing because it was, us guys understood what it was. Like, okay, them chicks that's really they got the extra bodies and they looking crazy, they went upstairs to make that bread. And it was kind of like, you bitches, y'all need to start fucking with us because we're the ones that you can get at. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of dollars for you. You do the right thing. We can continue this on the outside. Them niggas, if you don't get with them tonight, you ain't never getting with them. So it's like, when women be having all these, yo, I don't need a man, he better have this, he better have that. Yo, that shit is a big turnout. So what women like to do is then say, well, if you don't got it, just say you broke. I'm looking like, niggas ain't broke all the time. It's, I don't feel the need to spend the bread on you. And that's what chicks don't be getting. They be like, yo, guys, this is how we talking. We like, yo, I got a few dollars. I'm not spending that on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because this is all you bringing to the table. You look all right. Y'all seen Barbershop when Kevin told Eve, he said, you breaking up with me? He was like, you just average. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at that scene again, because I won't pass it back, look at that scene again. Look at Lorenz Tate's brother's face when he called the average. This nigga was like, oh shit. Like, cause she in the shop, this is what was her name in the joint? Terry. Her name was Terry.
Who, Eve?
Yes, her name was Terry in the movie.
I don't know how you know all this movie just relates to all these movies. I cannot.
He's like the movie.
I can't.
Movie trivia guy. Like,
I cannot. I be like, what scene he talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the background. Lorenz Tate brother was like, when he called the average, he was like, oh, like it was a shot because it was like, yo, as bad as you think you are in here, this nigga's looking at you like you nobody.
Because men understand where we stand more than women in the pecking order.
Say it again.
Like, we understand. Like even for your example of when you was in the strip club, yo, the bull understood that we was the regular guys. Like he like, hey man, guess you gotta mess with us regular guys. He knew exactly what was going on. They going upstairs for them bulls. You know what I mean? But chicks kind of be feeling like they them. Like they be feeling like they them. You know what I mean?
But you, I mean, you can't knock nobody for feeling like they're them. You can't really knock no. No, you can't.
Some knocking going on. Some knocking can't be going on.
You really can't. You really can't. What happens is that you, just like you know, your whatever, I don't know what y'all call it, y'all audience or whatever, right? Just like you know yours, like we know ours too. And so
sometimes you don't though.
We do though. This the thing.
Thank you.
This be the thing.
Don't let him talk.
No, let me tell y'all about this. It's almost like you meet somebody, right? And they know of you, seen you, heard, you know. And it's like this one particular person is going to try to humble you. It's like, and this could happen to y'all too. Like, you know, you that person, you meet somebody.
I don't get humbled too much. I know the pecking order.
But it's not even about the pecking order. It's about somebody trying. It does not, because why do I have to prove that I'm more to you than what you think I am. I'm not doing that.
It's not about proving
it
that.
is, but it's just it's like this. If you don't feel like I'm her, you ain't the one for me. And it's like, all right, move on. And I'm not gonna feel no kind of way. I don't give a flying fuck. And I'm gonna be very, very honest. I don't give a fuck what nobody think about. If you think I ain't her, scoot the fuck along.
Yeah, but men
scoot along.
Men understand
Y'all,
who thinks we are them. Men
but guess what though?
Just who
ain't nothing. But see, this the
them.
thing. This is what I be trying to say about men. I always thought men was the prize. I love fucking men. Like, and I don't mean like love fucking them as in like fucking
I was
them.
like, oh shit.
I do enjoy the act of sex, which is called fucking. But when I emphasize fucking, like I love y'all. Like when I say sometimes I can't choose because it could be a group and I'm just like, oh, they're all so fucking dreamy. So I'm not going to pick none of them. So when I tell you how much I love y'all, like I hold y'all to high regards myself. So y'all just catching on. And it's like seems like y'all don't understand y'all worth and that y'all the prize. Like I ain't going to never be like, F him, da-da-da.
It's that we do understand.
No.
We understand that to certain women, we are absolutely the prize.
And guess what?
And to others, we are regular guys.
And guess what? And to those ones that think y'all regular, scoot right on along.
And that is what we do.
That's what we do. The problem is, those ones that be scoot along, they look good. Right. So at some point, you do this. This is the part I think is escaping you a little bit. I like what you're saying, but this is what's escaping you a little bit.
I don't think anything is escaping me.
This is the problem. I think you're trying to say like guys should be thinking that confidence, and this is what we're saying about women.
I'm not saying it's almost like we gonna always when I talk to this man, I'm always like we saying the same thing. Only thing it is that you're speaking on men and I'm speaking on women. We are absolutely saying the same.
No, I don't think
thing.
y'all know. No,
yes,
that's what
we do
saying.
know.
I don't think women know where they stand in the pecking order. Right. I think no. I'm correct.
Yes, we absolutely do.
They know where they stand in the pecking order.
Yes, we do.
When they're not around other people. You know where you at. You know where you at.
I know where I'm at. Here, there, and every fucking where.
All right,
I know where I am.
So you feel if you walk into the Met Gala and Beyonce, Rihanna, the Taraji P. All them chicks is there. How many dudes in there you think is checking you out off top?
Off the top?
I'm talking about them dudes. I'm talking about the ones.
Listen, if I'm at the Met Gala, I got the budget. I got the style. I'm her, period. So that Met Gala budget.
See, where do you get the budget from? You can get places anytime you want. I'm just saying.
If I'm there, I'm telling you, if I'm there, I'm there for a fucking reason. Am I going to be seen? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
See, you added stuff to it.
No, I'm not. Because I'm telling you that when you go to certain places, you there for a reason. If I'm there, I'm absolutely going to have a budget. I'm telling you.
See, but you're added to it.
I'm not, but I can absolutely add to it.
No, that's our point about, hold up.
This right here, this not going to the Met Gala.
But hold up, this is what I'm saying. But why not? Why not?
Because this not going to the Met Gala.
Exactly.
They going to dress up.
No, I'm not talking about they dress. You're talking about the budget stuff. Fine,
the budget,
you just said with your clothes. No different salary. No different salary in your life.
The budget.
No, you gotta, all right, you get to pick out a nice outfit. That's
the glam. Absolutely.
All you gotta do is your exact same salary right now. I don't need to know the number. Same right now, and they say, you know what? We're gonna get you whatever outfit you want. But that's all you got. Same job, no extra money, no nothing.
Am I gonna be noticed? Absolutely.
By who though?
By wherever the cameras are. Because they're going to notice me. Yes, if I'm at the Met Gala and I got a budget, they're going to.
Why are you saying budget? All you got is an outfit. That's what I'm saying. You just got an outfit.
I got a budget for a grown-man's outfit.
No.
I got an outfit.
We give you the outfit.
Oh yeah. You give me an outfit.
No status with it. It's still same job.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
And nobody.
I don't need it.
And put this. And the guys that are on that level, financial status, they're not.
You can say that all you want.
I know it's not the point.
But
I
if
just
I
said
get
that
there,
they're not. They're just not.
You can say that, but if I'm in the building and we on the same playing field, and I ain't talking about money, I'm talking about style.
But that's what I mean about the pecking order. That's what he was. It goes back
but
to
we
what
ain't
he was
talking
saying.
about that. If you placing me somewhere, and all of this is hypothetical. This is what I don't like about people. When you say hypothetical, my odds, they gonna be top. It's gonna be 100 out of 100. That's my odds. You're not placing me anywhere hypothetical, and I'm gonna be at the bottom. That's ridiculous.
No, we never said the bottom.
But what I'm telling you is, if you're placing me anywhere, hypothetically, it's going to be the best case scenario, because that's where I'm at mentally. Place me there. Put me there.
Well, I'll tell you this. All the women have the best case scenario then, because they be feeling like they it in any circle. Well, not all, but a lot of women. You know what I mean? And sometimes it just be wildly unrealistic. Like, what do you have to offer to a guy what do you have to offer to this guy that other women don't? You see what I'm saying? I think a lot of women put themselves on a pedestal.
But what's wrong with a person being an individual though? Like, so you placing right, because what you're doing is you placing everybody into the same category. It's gonna be because of looks, and then the I guess the woman's want to get out of whatever situation that they are in, right? So pining and all of this and fawning over these men. That's what you're not going to do. That's the first thing you should not do. If that's what he used to, then you got to become an individual. And you got to show. And guess what? This ain't no fairy tale, Richard Gere, Julia Roberts shit. It's this real life. And so
a lot of women believe in that fairy tale.
And that is also fine. But if anything, what I believe in is that I'm going to find true love. I'm going to find a man that's going to want me, accept me, love me for me, right? But I'm going to also be coming with my best self too, because I got a lot of shit with me, right? But for anything to work, I got to come with my best self. And so that's just what it's going to be. Like, for anything to work, like all odds got to be with me. They can't be against me.
In that scenario that Oshin said when he went to the strip club, it was mad guys that was like, all right, these chicks is with the regular guys. But hold on. But you're not understanding.
Some of them women, they want to be down there with y'all. That's the thing.
No, they don't. That's exactly what I was about to say.
That's the point.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
I'm gonna tell you something.
No, they don't. It's a lot of women. It's a lot of women in that scenario that went upstairs that shouldn't have went upstairs.
But guess what? And that is on them. But y'all stop focusing on the motherfuckers that want to be here and want to be there. Focus on the ones that want to be downstairs with y'all.
That's the whole point. None of them wanted to be. They only let a certain amount upstairs. Okay, let's take the gloves off.
You don't know that though.
We do know.
You don't know
if you're a
that.
stripper, why you don't want to go upstairs and make the most money you can make?
Listen.
What was the point?
Listen, for the fucking headache. Nobody wants the headache. Y'all think
who said it was going to be a headache?
But
this is before Kelly was discovered.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
But listen, it's so many women up there. It's definitely going to be a headache. It's definitely going to be a hassle because
you got to hustle now.
Because right, who want that headache?
The strippers.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. They gonna take the headache because they think they the one.
I get what y'all saying.
No, you're trying to give us like these women want to be here. Okay, let's take the gloves off. Let's take the gloves off.
Take them off. Let's use curse words. Gloves off, curse words, everything.
You gonna tell me with a straight face, Lil Wayne looks better than me?
Fuck no.
But you know how many women will curve me for him?
But you know how many
wouldn't though?
You know
how many would curve the shit out of me for Lil Wayne?
But do you know?
And we understand that.
And I understand that.
But do you know how many wouldn't? But you don't give a fuck about them.
No, it's not about wouldn't.
Oh no, we do. We do. That's what I'm saying. Those are the ones we focus on.
Because I'm gonna need one. I need a refill.
Like this. You line up me and Lil Wayne and you say, yo, which ladies, who y'all want to go with? 98% of the chicks is going with this dude because of who he is, his status, and everything.
That's so sad.
No, it ain't sad. That's the reality that we live in.
That's really sad.
But a guy's understanding of the pecking order, level the playing field, he got status, it's a blowout. It's one-sided.
If they picking today Lil Wayne over you, they sick.
Lil Wayne has never looked good at me, better than me in no part of his life. Ever.
No.
Not one part of his life.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, when he had all his locks.
Not one part.
No.
Ain't one part. I'm 6'3", that nigga's 5'3".
Yeah.
You fucking with these little niggas?
No,
if that's what you went to, that's what you went to.
Lil Wayne, when he had all his locks.
It's a lot of Lil Waynes walking around the street. I ain't fucking with him.
That's crazy.
It's mad little Wayne niggas walking around right now. Y'all ain't fucking with them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yet, none of the guys you mess with look like, it's a Lil Wayne. You done passed 15 Lil Waynes walking the street. You don't pay attention to no niggas under 5 feet, so stop it.
You don't know that?
You don't.
They
you
look
don't.
so cute.
Next little nigga
They so tiny.
Picking these niggas up. Ladies, before we go, just know I'm 6'3". I'll be doing the Melvin the bitches. Check out Baby Boy. That's how I'm taking. I'll be doing the Melvin. Them little 5'3" niggas can't do the Melvin. Them niggas ain't Melvin. You seen Baby Boy when Melvin was walking through the crib? You ain't 5'3" doing the Melvin.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't doing the Melvin.
If she 4 feet, then he doing the Melvin. He doing the Melvin.
Them 4 feet chicks don't want. They ain't
doing
getting
the
that
Melvin. He doing the Melvin.
Ladies, 6'3", Melvin, baby. There used to be a time where you dealt with a female, you dealt with somebody in another state, and you got to know them well, and you wanted to finally get up. This is the pen pal days, and it wasn't no such thing as being flued out. First off, that word is just hilarious because it's not even a word, but okay. But it sounds a lot more urban, so we get it. But the flued out rules have been misconstrued, I see. And I'm starting to hear, I don't hear the flued out rules come out until a man
already
flued out a woman. Stop saying that shit. It just sounds ridiculous.
Right.
But flued out a woman that pretty much wasn't giving up any sex. Me personally, I don't even see how it got to that point.
Right.
That's outrageous.
That's because I don't believe, put this, I hear a lot of women say things like, well, I'm not obligated to have sex. In my mind, you are. In my mind, you are.
You're not.
Now,
go ahead.
this is the problem that women probably have with,
not obligated
with
to
the
do
obligation.
motherfucking thing.
My thing is this. Forget the word obligated because it makes it sound like somebody put a gun in your head. I don't believe that should be
pressure.
the feeling. Yes, it can be a certain level of pressure.
Sounds a little rapey.
But my thing, yes, it sounds a little rapey, but my thing is this. You gotta know, women, I'm gonna look at the camera, you gotta know. If a guy flies you out, you have to GTD. You have to give up the drawers. You have to.
Ladies, you do not.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because why are you allowing yourself to be in that position why are y'all playing games? Why y'all want to stay at a brother's house that you don't want to have sex with?
Hold up.
I thought it was hotels. I didn't know it was home. I didn't know it was personal.
Well, it could be that. It could float out. Because I'm saying if some dudes got nice cribs.
So you telling me that there is no expectation of sex if you fly somebody out? That's what you telling me?
Good one.
That's what I'm telling you.
So what's the expectation then?
Make it make sense, as y'all say.
He said they pen piling and they finally want to meet in person.
Yeah.
You got to see if you really vibe in person.
You probably been pen paling, talking on the phone for 3. Let's put a number next to it.
How long?
4 months.
All right.
Okay. And I want to meet you in person. And I want to see, first of all, do you smell good? What you smell like?
Okay.
What you smell like?
Okay. So, see, because this is getting, we got to put some parameters around this. Getting flued out means that I am paying for this ticket for you to come wherever I'm at.
$400.
Right?
round trip.
Southwest be having sales for $59.
Then you could have bought your own ticket, because then you're not flued out.
That's a fact.
Then you could have bought your own ticket. You're not being flued out for $59.
Why y'all flying people out with not knowing you gonna get the draws?
No, I always get the draws whenever I fly somebody out. When I was on my flying out days. Because first off, I may not have the sex conversation early, but it's definitely going to be in 4 months, or we've had the sex conversation already.
So before she even get on the plane, the sex conversation is had. That's what y'all saying.
But it's really not a sex conversation like, you're going to come over, you're going to have sex. No.
It should definitely be
By
that.
the 4th month, we done talked about all kind of shit. And sex is included in all kinds of shit.
But then when I come and I see you and I'm not sexually attracted to you anymore.
No, you will be sexually attracted to me in person.
Okay, so see, this my thing. This my thing. But I'm telling you, real life happens and women change their minds, or maybe they not feeling it, or it's just not the right time. What if she came on? What if she came on and still came?
Oh, no, first off, you need to let me know. See, let's be honest, I'm asking. Are you on your period? You on your period? Because if you're on your period...
So what if she came on her period? She got to cancel the flight?
No, we're going to find out beforehand. We're going to find out beforehand.
When you booking the flight? The day before?
No, I don't book the flight. We're going to book the flights 2 or 3 weeks prior.
Hold up. Does it matter where we flying out to? So, okay.
Very good.
What if I'm...
It don't matter because y'all spending y'all money.
No,
this what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Y'all spending this money, right? Y'all spending this money. It don't matter if you flew her to fucking Bethlehem. It don't matter. You flew her out. You bought this ticket, right?
Yeah.
And your intentions are to fuck. Then say, I want to fuck.
That's not how that works.
That's ridiculous. It should be how it works.
No, because the
you
thing
really
is
should
this.
say that.
No, because
you're
trivializing it down to saying the guy only wanted sex. No, y'all been talking. Y'all been getting intimate with conversations about everything. This is why the interest
So why did you start out with,
on both?
I'm going to GTD?
No, you said when? You asking me or you just saying most guys?
You.
Me?
You wanted to come out because you want to get the draws. You want to meet her in person so y'all can have sex.
I want you to come out because we've already been talking for about 2 months. You done learned things about me. I've learned things about you.
Well, say that then. Say that.
Why do I have to say that?
Because
it don't take me 4 months to actually have sex.
But sex is a part of it.
Yeah, sex is part of it.
So, but why not say that? Why not just bring her there and now y'all expecting she here and we just gonna fuck like nothing else happened before?
All right.
The conversations, the getting acquainted and all that.
But let's be real. Like sex doesn't happen like that.
So do sex
at all? Sex
at
doesn't
this
happen
point,
like that.
But this my thing. So at this point of flying her out, the only thing y'all haven't done is had sex.
Exactly.
And seen each other in person.
That's it.
And vibed on a more personal level in person.
Exactly.
It's not the same over the phone as in person.
Why are you still talking to me on the phone for 4 months then if you're not interested?
So now she here and she like, I don't like you like that no more. Then what?
You done seen pictures. I done seen pictures. Let's take catfishing out of it. Both parties look exactly how they look in these pictures. And then...
What if she ain't see that mole that you got on the back of your neck? That big mole, that little nasty joint. What if she ain't see that? It turned her the fuck off. She don't like you no more. I'm not saying you don't got a mole. He don't got a mole, y'all. He don't have a mole.
But I'm going to tell you this, though. Mm-hmm. There is absolutely an expectation of sex when a man flies a woman out.
Exactly.
That's what we're thinking. There's not you better have sex with, but there is an expectation. Hey, she accepted this invitation. We 9 times out of 10, 90%, 99% sex is going to happen. Then, if it doesn't, then
you got a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem, Houston.
It's a problem.
That's sad.
You might get upset. Why is that sad?
That's really sad. Because, like, 9 times out of 10, that's not a good, like, that's not probable. Like, it should be 50-50.
Oh, no. And that's another thing.
It shouldn't be 9 times
This happens 90% of the time. Like, sex happens when you fly people out. That happens. That's going to, most people who fly people out is like 100%.
Yep. So let me ask you this. Let's flip it. since you like scenarios, you gonna fly a dude out that you don't want to have sex with?
No.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Y'all saying exactly.
No, because you're not spending your money for a dude to come out there and he be like, look here, I just came out here just to get to know you, to see you in person and stuff, and you done spent money for his flight. You know what I'm saying? Took care of any other incidentals and everything else. And he come over there and be like,
I'm not the right person to ask this.
Hold up, what about vacations though? What if is it, let's take it out of flued out. What if I met you and I want to take you on a vacation with me?
Very good.
Like I'm going to take you to Turks with me or something. Is there an expectation of sex then?
No.
Oh my God.
That is ridiculous.
Wow.
That is wild.
Really
that is wild.
It's not. I got flued out to Jamaica, right?
And you both them.
I did not.
What?
And this
cold sucker.
Cold sucker. Listen to the story.
No, he's not a sucker.
He's definitely a sucker. But we'll hear the story. We do want to hear the story. Go ahead.
He ain't no sucker. He's really not a sucker.
I don't care.
I bet he's a nice guy.
Like this. I want to.
He's very nice. Did he get the drawers when we got back?
Yes. I don't care how much you got the ass after the fact.
He got the ass.
He didn't get the ass in Jamaica. He's a sucker.
He didn't get it in Jamaica.
Cold sucker.
He not a sucker.
I want to hear the story. What happened?
He not a sucker.
Why did you give him the drawers?
And this was almost like we met. We was talking. We hung out before we went to Jamaica too.
So you knew exactly how this nigga looked, how he smelled, and everything that you said.
Yep, and we went.
And you still ain't give him no box in Jamaica.
No.
The way. Let me get this straight.
No. This is outrageous.
So let me get this straight, because I want you to finish the story, because this is amazing to me. So y'all in Jamaica, motherfuckers is walking around.
It's beautiful. Did we share a kiss?
No
oh my God! Let me tell you something.
We don't worry about no kiss. We don't care about no kiss.
She said we shared a kiss.
Let me tell y'all something. Oh my God! The first kiss was so bomb. Right?
Wasn't bomb enough.
It was. The first kiss was so bomb.
I'm gonna tell you, he was mad as hell.
Let me tell you. I don't care. Well, he didn't show. I'm gonna tell you, I did care, but he did not show it. And guess what? And I left before him, and he rode with me to the airport. And I was like, oh, I don't want to leave. I almost was like in love by the time the trip was over. And he was
How
like,
long was
I
this
ain't
trip?
want you. I think I went for 3 days. I went for 3 days.
Oh,
It was a
God.
quick joint. It was beautiful. And guess what? I did not have to share a room with him. He booked me a room at a whole different resort, and he came.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, y'all hate it. Y'all hate it.
No, he's absolutely a sucker.
He is not a sucker.
Christ.
Let me tell y'all something. He's not a sucker. He's probably one of the thoroughest men I've ever met.
You ain't with him right now?
I'm not with him. That's for different reasons.
Yeah, because he ain't thorough. He's a sucker. That's why.
He ain't
Sucker. That's why.
Swear to God, he ain't no sucker. Swear to God, he ain't no sucker. But the fact that it was no pressure, it was like, and that really meant that he really was feeling me, and it made me feel him more. And so when we came home, it was over. We was fucking like rabbits. You hear me? By the time we got home, it was like, meet up and let's make it official.
So nothing
and then
in
he
you
became
wanted
my
to have sex
boyfriend.
with him in Jamaica?
Yeah, when I was leaving.
That was the least you could
When
do.
I was leaving. That ain't no fucking least I could do.
Oh my God.
Y'all ridiculous.
So you mean to tell me the fucking waves is going, niggas walking
It was
hot,
beautiful.
you
I'm
hear no
talking
woman,
about
no cry in the
feet
background,
rubbing.
and you just wanna,
Let me tell you
want to
something.
walk the beach holding hands?
I'm gonna tell you this.
And you get that man a pet kiss?
This the only relationship that's still in my phone, photo wise, like this, because I can't delete these photos because it was that beautiful. It was that beautiful, but no, we did not have sex in Jamaica.
Man, that's outrageous.
It's not outrageous.
Better than me. I tell you that shit.
Definitely outrageous.
That is ridiculous.
I just
many
came up
levels.
with it here.
But
He
see,
got you.
y'all acting like sex, like y'all just some horny fucking toads.
No,
that's what
we
y'all
are
acting
not.
Like. That's
Men
what y'all
are
acting
horny
like.
toads. 100%.
That's what y'all
We are.
I don't
but
know.
You just
I don't
set
listen.
the scene.
But I don't.
You
But I
set the
don't know.
scene.
It
We in
was
Jamaica.
beautiful. It
The
was
waves
fucking beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And you said we shared a kiss.
Guess what? I consider
Yeah.
that our first date. That was so beautiful. Listen, that happened to me. I'm going to cherish it, and I can tell the story. And look at his face; he's so disgusted.
Yeah, I can't like
it happened. And
yeah,
one
dude,
thing,
I'm pretty sure a lot of niggas
one
is taking
thing
them kind of L's.
one thing I don't do is I don't lie. So
now we get it. No, I don't think you changed nothing in that story. That's the problem. And the whole thing is this.
Now his view could have been he wanted to get some,
Oh, he
definitely wanted some.
But guess what he told me he be like, you ain't getting no dick. He told me that the whole trip. I was like,
What else he supposed to tell you?
Because he wasn't getting none anyway.
He thought that was a reverse psychology. I'm sorry. We on another island. I can't see me going. First off, I'm not flying you out and you thinking. My thing is this. I think the whole communication of the fly out is you have to have this conversation that labels what you're going to do.
It does.
That's what I have a problem with.
You should.
No, you shouldn't. Because my thing is this.
You should.
No,
because when she get there, when she
no.
got there, she could have been like, you know what? I know I said, you know,
I rock with women. I rock with women.
So she should be up front and say, look, I wanted to do it.
Little girls getting flown out then, because my thing is all this changing your mind, stuff like that.
You have the right to change your mind.
No, you have the right to change your mind.
So let's be clear. Let's be clear.
That's clear. That goes what I was saying to me. What I'm saying is this. This whole thing about, I'm changing my mind, this, that, and the third. We've been in communication. Talking all.
So sex shouldn't even be expected.
Hold up, though.
The change of your mind should be, I'ma fuck him when I get there. So, the change in my mind should be, I'ma get his nigga some ass. Because when I get there, I don't have to do shit.
So let me ask you this. You have never called somebody to come over, or maybe you went over there with the expectation of y'all having sex without saying, hey, we having sex. Have you ever called somebody like, hey, you want some coming over?
You know what? That's how my last little situation started. Talked about getting drinks, and I was like, I think I want to stay in. Let's sip some champagne. And we did that, and then the sex
y'all want
happened.
to read between the lines. But if you don't do nothing.
No, because the whole deal was to go out and go have drinks. But I was like, I want to bring it in, right? But did we have sex talk before this happened? Yes. Did we talk about if we enjoy the sex, like, are we going to continue to, like, if we were to ever do it, just really saying, like, I like to have sex a lot, I want to do it often.
That's true.
How you feel? About that?
Yeah, but you didn't say, yo, when we get up tonight, we gonna have sex.
No, we didn't.
Exactly.
We didn't.
But you know what you said?
So it was
You know
blurred.
what you said?
What
you said?
What I say?
You said, let's stay in and drink.
I did. I said that.
Translation.
I said that.
We gonna get nice. But
that did not mean that we were going to have sex.
So yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yes, it did not.
Yes, it did.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
It did not mean that I went there to have sex. It just meant that we had.
So what was
sex
your point?
So what was your
point? Okay, bet. Let's just keep it 100.
Because I don't want to go out.
What was your point of just?
Because the way I went dressed, it wasn't even to go out.
We don't care. The clothes don't even matter.
I'm telling you.
What I'm saying is this.
I'm telling you. I didn't want to go to the certain place because I really wasn't even dressed to go there. So I was like, all right,
y'all could have went someplace else to drink. It's other bars. Y'all could have went to drink.
We stayed in.
No, you stayed in because you knew we gonna get nice. You know, look at this. I don't even know Duke. You know yourself when you get nice. So you know, look here, women have this whole thing. You don't have to say we're gonna have sex.
Let me tell you.
The minute you said we're staying in and we're going to drink, that's your way of saying he has to finish the play because I gave him the alley-oop. I gave him the alley-oop. He has to finich the play. Now, if he didn't touch you, then that's something different. But you understood the minute you said, I'm staying in. That's word. That shit is music to niggas' ears.
If she didn't understand, he did. The minute you said, oh, let's just stay in and drink, he was like, yes, I am hitting this tonight.
He did not know he was getting
100%
he did not know he was
100%
getting 100% I don't think so.
I knew you would say that. That's why I brought him out of here. What the hell? That's why I brought him out of here. He's been sitting back here the whole time. He's heard everything that you said. Jamal, come to the front. You know what I'm saying? R&B star Neo found himself back in the headlines, and this time's for divorce. His wife, Crystal Renee, took to social media on Saturday night to announce Neo has been cheating on her with paid prostitutes, and he's been laying down with them unprotected. The revelation comes 2 weeks after the singer said he would prefer a bubble of blissful ignorance rather than knowing his wife has cheated. In a statement posted on the Instagram page, Crystal Renee made it very clear that she is done with her marriage because she is choosing to love herself more than Neo ever loved her. Let me read a little bit of this. She says, she wrote, 8 years of lies and deception, 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and husband with numerous of women who sell their bodies to him unprotected, every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted is an understatement. To ask me to stay and accept it is absolutely insane. The mentality of a narcissist. I will no longer lie to the public or pretend that this is something that it isn't. I choose me. I choose my happiness and health and my respect. I've gained 3 beautiful children out of this, but nothing else but wasted years and heartache. Now, when women start to say wasted years and stuff, I think that's a little cliche. It's always, I've had women that I stopped dealing with afterwards, and they start dealing with somebody else, and they be like, yeah, I wasted my time with him. This is the best relationship of my life. All right, it's a little sensational, but at least that's how I look at it. Neo. What do I say about this? He's a celebrity, clearly a millionaire. Doesn't give him the pass, but it's like, it appears to me that a lot of these celebrities want their cake and eating it too. They want to have families because it looks great to have a family. Be on your Dave Hollister, one woman man, and this, that, and the third. It looks good for the optics. But what line of business you're in, right. And you going to different states, you going to different countries, and the temptation is for real.
Right.
It's I don't think you get to a point that where it's like, yo, you know what, I've slept with enough women, because it's that new woman that you ain't never see before, and you looking like, yo. Now, I'm not saying this is the reason, but it's kind of like, if you in the public eye like that, see, we kind of killed Diddy for how he treated Kim when she was living, because he never married her.
Right.
But Diddy ain't never been married either.
Right.
So you don't really hear, yeah, Diddy cheated on me. It's like, well, I'm not married.
I'm not with
I'm
any of you.
I'm not with any of you.
Right.
And granted, he's clearly at Diddy's like what, 51, 52 or whatever. About 7 years older than me. He can always lay on the fact that I've never walked anybody down the aisle.
Right, never committed.
So I've never fully committed. I commit to, hey, you want to go to Monaco? You want to go to the other spot? You know what I'm saying? Will was talking about earlier. Diddy is flying you out in his jet, and he's going to fly out your friends just in case you get bored with him.
Because he going to fuck somebody.
He going to do his numbers.
Yeah.
But when I see these guys keep getting these situations, knowing they got to know themselves. Neo, very talented brother. I think he's good, not a great singer. I think he's very good. I think he's a way better writer than singer. That's where he's got he made a lot of his bones that way.
Right.
But there was a moment when we never even seen Neo without a damn fedora on. Like, we never even seen him without a hat on.
Because
and when he took off his hat, it was like, oh shit. First thing I thought, I'm a guy, I joke all the time. I'm like, this chrome dome ass nigga right here.
Right.
But I ain't up here judging dudes, we get it. But he's in that other percentile of guys on the other side of the track that got money, fame, and status with them.
Which is going to bring
and it's
the women.
ego as well.
Yeah.
And the whole crazy thing about it is this. You chose, first off, this is the crazy thing. From what I heard, he cheated on his current wife with another. She's the one he cheated on his last situation with. This past situation, I think he was married to his son. This was the one that's his wife now. That's who he was cheating with.
So he never married the first one.
Okay, that was the case.
Her,
okay,
but they had 2 kids prior. And
he got 5 kids?
Yeah, because remember, she's the one, and I don't know how true it is, but I think she ended up getting her tubes tied because he didn't want no more
He
kids.
wanted more kids.
Oh.
I think that was like the decision that they made together that they weren't going to have any more kids. And then he met the wife, the now wife, and then they get married and
Yeah,
they
some more
have
kids.
3 kids, right? So, but the ex is now married, moved on, all of that. So, and they all like co-parent together. So that's supposed to be a ideal situation for them right now. But I think that's what that's where he get a lot of flack from the fact that he asked the first fiance to do this for him, no more kids, and then he moves forward, has more kids, and the new one. So see, what happens is they always say how you get them is how you gonna lose them,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not gonna say that, and maybe this is the case where y'all say she thought she was that girl, right? Where she was the exception and it wasn't gonna happen to her because he chose to marry her. But he married her, and now publicly it's almost like, I don't know if it's embarrassing because I never heard of him like cheating. I wouldn't have never known he cheated if she didn't post this thing because they just renewed their vows. So you would have thought they renewed for a reason. Maybe it was for a fresh start. I'm not sure. But they renewed the vows, and now she's stating he's been cheating. But the unprotected part, I think, is probably more so what she is more upset about, is that he's out here spreading himself thin and not protecting himself. So he could have possibly brought her something home. So I think that she's choosing her over him, is a way, is an out.
That's probably what happened,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not Neo and I'm not in his head, but he was probably thinking, all right, because I'm not out here just grabbing chicks and dealing with them, I'm actually paying for these services.
Right.
That
It's
I
supposed
wasn't
to be
going
discreet.
I wasn't going to get caught. It was
Right.
going to be discreet.
Uh-huh.
But the unprotected part is probably how she found out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you bring something home, it is what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? The only problem I had with her statement is, and it's not on her. She said it's crazy for him to think that somebody would accept that. That's not crazy.
It's not.
Women accept this all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Women accept, especially somebody with Neo's stature, with his resources, with his money, with with his fame.
Mm-hmm.
Women, he could find somebody who he
Somebody
can marry
will put up with it.
that
Right.
will accept him stepping out of the marriage for sex.
Right.
And it seems like he kind of deceived this young lady. Like he deceived her, and he had her thinking that he was monogamous and not cheating. So
I don't think this is the first accusation of cheating because they did separate. After the separation, they renewed the vows. So they separated, got back together, renewed the vows. So I don't think that it was that. I think that she probably found out that everything was unprotected. I think she found out everything at this point, and maybe she's like, I've had enough.
The separation from the beginning will tell you that she wasn't really with it. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So
'Cause
when
she
they
left.
got back
Right.
together,
Right.
it was probably under the assumption that
He was
hey,
done.
you're not cheating no more. And he probably would, he probably figured, all right, I'll just pay for it. It's easier. It's more discreet. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be less hassle.
But you can't just be out here just raw dipping the prostitutes,
Right.
the escorts. That's wild.
The problem is that not only just that, like him going unprotected and stuff, but it's just like, yo, what are you doing? Like, what is it? I've told you, it's that whole want your cake and eat it too type thing. Like, why'd you even get married? You know what I'm saying? If this is how you moving with that kind of status and stuff, because the temptations don't stop. It's not going to stop like that. And I don't think he was doing his numbers like that prior to. I just don't be thinking a lot of these cats was doing their numbers because I'll be fun. Huh?
He been rich for a long time.
But that's what I'm saying.
He
Rich.
been doing numbers since he was probably like 20 years old. He been writing since he was 19.
Yeah, he been rich, so that's what got me. I'm talking about before the money or whatever.
Yeah.
Before the money, a lot of these cats be having ugly duckling syndrome, and then when they get the bread, it turns. The thing about ugly duckling syndrome, money changes that instantaneously. Like instantaneously, you up now. Once you get up, it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? This is looking like, yo, I've seen instances like that in my own personal life. I know what kind of women I was getting when I wasn't driving and everything. And I've had good times, some real good looking ones, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. But when I got my first whip, then my mom, it was a 2000 Maxima, but I had it in 2001. So that's, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, he remember, I was on cloud 9. And then I remember it was crazy because before I came back to school, it was 2 days beforehand, she had already brought me the car. My mom was talking about. She brought me the car. Then I wanted advancing. You know what I'm saying? That's leather motorcycle joints. They're expensive. So she grabbed that for me too. So, you got to get clothes going. I'm like, yo, Ma, I need another wardrobe and stuff like that. So she bought me a whole bunch of other stuff. Coogis and all that. This is early 2000. So I'm like, okay. And I remember 2 days. So after she brought me, matter of fact, she brought me the Vans, and then she was like, yo, don't ask me for nothing else. That's how she talked. Like, all right, don't ask me for nothing else. So I was like, cool. Now I'm just waiting to go back to school in a couple of days. She called me up a day before. She was at work. She was like, you know what I was thinking? She was like, you need a cell phone. I was like, oh, shit. So, because I kind of wanted to ask for one, but you said don't ask for nothing else. So I said, whatever. She was like, you need a cell phone because you're driving now.
Right.
We went, of course, top of the line joint. And I like, which one you want? That one. Please.
What was it, a Nextel?
It actually was. That's the time. It was a Nextel. And it was crazy because it had just started the worldwide chirp, like the state-to-state joint. So I got a Nextel, I got a new leather, I got a new car. I'm coming back to Baltimore like the pressure will be applied or at levels you've never seen before for me. And this shit was light. It wasn't a whole lot of talking. It was, yo, what's up? What you doing? Word. All right, I'm about to come get you. Okay. Click. Before I was driving, yeah, so how was your day at work? Yeah, class was a motherfucker today.
So was no talking.
Oh, no.
The talking stopped.
It definitely stopped because it was, in the words of Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, my whip says, bitch, stop playing, get in. That's just what it was. So when he said that line, when he says, my watch say, hi, 50, you come spit, my whip say, bitch, stop playing, get in. Yo, you got that thing outside, it ain't a whole bunch of talking, and that's just with a car. And if you got a nice one, this dude got millions behind his name.
Right.
What is the conversation?
Well, let me ask you this, though. So, I mean, we could judge him, but, you came into, the car and everything. And I know you probably was dealing with some young ladies and stuff like that. Did you kind of mess something up when you got your status bump?
Definitely did. I clearly was in a relationship or whatever. And it probably should have seen the younger me. I was immature for this time. I was cake and eat it too. That's why I keep saying that.
And it's actually Kate and Edith.
It will never be Kate and Edith.
It
will always be cake and Edith.
Yes.
First of all, who don't want their cake and eat it? Like,
Second of all, who the hell is Kate and Edith?
Yeah, what the fuck?
It can be Ironika and Tashika. Like, you can't have your Ironika and Tashika too. It's pretty much, it's like you want your Kate and Edith too. It's two women. Cake and Edith makes too much sense to me. Put a piece of cake right here. I'm gonna eat that motherfucker. Period. It's not Kate and Edith. It's not Kate.
This is one of those.
I don't think I've even met somebody in my life named Edith.
Because
Like,
the term
who started that?
But the term didn't derive from us.
My grandmother's name was Edith.
So Kate,
Exactly.
You can't
I'm
have
pretty
your
sure there's a Edith that's like
Edith
90
too.
years old.
I have a younger cousin named Edith, a little baby girl named Edith. So it's
Why
really,
did they do that to that little girl?
I love that name. Like Edith, I love like Grace. I love those
I used to
names.
snap on my mom's.
So-
My mom's name was Marilyn. I was like, how did you grow up with your name being Marilyn? That's a grown name.
So this the thing. So when I get older, my name really is going to be Ironika. like as I get older.
What's your name now?
I plan on
I thought that's what it was.
But I'm just saying, like, I plan on living a very long life, and I'm gonna be Ironica to my old bitches. Like, they're gonna be like, "What's up, Ironica?" And I'm gonna be 70.
You ain't gonna be a Maddie. Maddie. That's another thing. Like, yo, Maddie.
No, but it's really, you can't have your Kate and Edith too. Not Cake and Eat It.
Yeah, well, I can
because
give you that.
You should have your cake and eat it. You really should have your cake, and you should also be able to eat it.
I like the way that they lame terms it, because Kate and Edith, that sound, when I hear Kate and Edith, I think of All in the Family.
You can't have your
all right, so what happened? When you was explaining your when you got your status bumped and how he messed up his
because of the ego. The ego came
in
with the
ego.
core.
Already had an ego.
With the core.
No, he said I already had an ego.
Already had an ego. It was just like, oh, they don't unleash the beast now.
Say, you done fucked up right.
Yeah, it was pretty much one of those, because it was just like, yo, it was just like, okay, not only that, this was the problem. I was ripping and running, doing what I do on campus and off campus or whatever. Mm-hmm. But now that I got a vehicle, all it did was unlock a whole bunch of other women that I couldn't normally get up with.
It made you more visible.
No, I was already visible. This is what it was.
Visible.
No, this is what it was. Now, when I'm coming out to DC and I'm bagging them DC checks, I can get up with you now. I can stay later now because I can get up now. Because before, I'm riding with somebody else. So either something going down right there that night or it's not. Now it's, yo, what's up? Yo, we about to leave. All right, I catch up with y'all. Be safe. Get home safely. Where you going? With her right here. She live, whatever, northeast or wherever. It didn't matter to me or whatever. And that was that. Oh, you live in Virginia? No problem. I can shoot there too. Nothing's too far when you got a car. You see what I'm saying? Like that. So it was a whole bunch of that. So now the numbers is just racking up. They just racking up. And
so you are being irresponsible.
Oh no, but I never said I was unprotected. I was definitely using condoms.
I ain't saying unprotected. I'm just saying irresponsible, because you have a whole relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't fair to her. It wasn't fair to me for me to even be in a relationship. I should have dubbed her. Honestly, I probably should have dubbed her.
That's a fact.
Probably should have dubbed her. That was my fault. Dubbed. That means like get him out of here. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's a New York slang word. But I was like, I probably should have just got out of there. Right. But clearly I wanted my Kate and Edith. You like that?
Yes, you
as
do.
well. And when you that young, you can get away with that. Women ain't asking a whole lot of questions and this, that, and the third. So this is what it is.
So we talk about Nia, who's not young. He's supposed to be mature at this point in his life, and he's still doing it. So what we're saying is that the money and the temptation for his level of success is like, he's more prone to act on it.
Well, my man Kurt always say, and I try to disagree with him, but many occasions like this happen and proves him right. His famous saying is, "You're only good as your options."
Right.
And hey man, Neo got options. He got money, he got status, he got options.
Yes.
Just because you're married, don't take those options away.
No.
You got to be a strong individual, strong in yourself, and kind of understand your ego to navigate the world in a marriage with all of this temptation.
So do y'all feel like women don't have to navigate the world with temptations? Do y'all feel like we don't see other men, and because we're not blind, all we are is married or in a relationship. We're not blind, but you don't think that we have to also navigate those temptations?
I do.
And the reason why we can turn a lot down is because of the fact that we say we are committed or we're in it. But sometimes nobody don't look better than your man. Because you are just
I've heard that.
You're just so into this man that nobody looks better. Not enough money is going to make you sway, because you just like, you into your man. But not only are you into him, you believe in your man. And when we always talk about potential, but we see that, you know, if we get the right play, we're gonna be up there with them too, right? So it's like we have to navigate through these temptations, and we probably get it more than y'all.
No, we don't think y'all get it more than us. We know for a fact
But
y'all
that's
get
the
it more
thing.
than us.
And so because we have to turn down people, and we do it politely. And sometimes the men, they probably just trying their hand just to see, but they probably already know she committed, she with this man, she not gonna do nothing, but they gonna try their hand because that's just what they do. So sometimes that's just not a good enough excuse. Temptation, and we talked about this. It just happened, right? We talked about that.
It just happened.
Things just happening.
Is that really a thing?
It's
Is that really a thing? It just happened?
It's a thing, but it's an excuse. People could use it, but it's an excuse. It just happened. I couldn't control this. Yes, you could have. You could have by taking yourself out of the situation, but you stayed in the situation. So now the excuse is, it just happened.
What if alcohol was involved?
It just happened. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all the factors, all the variables involved.
That's one of the reasons why I'm upset that I don't drink. Because
you could blame a lot of stuff on it.
No, I don't care about blame. I don't care about blame. I've felt that I've missed out on a lot of sex because I just wasn't the guy to call up. Let's go get a drink. Let's go get high. Let's go smoke this blunt. I felt my numbers are Hall of Famish, but at the same time, I felt I missed out on a whole nother career because I've missed out on a whole bunch because I've never been the guy. Let's go get a drink and let's go get some smoke. And it's
but
mostly
even though you
sex
don't
waiting for
drink,
that.
but that's the thing. But even though you don't drink it, you still could have been like, "You want to go get a drink?" You could have
See,
still
the
did
thing
that.
about it is this.
You coulda still did
I've
that.
put this. No, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've had times where most women, they felt forget women. People feel funny around me because I don't drink, so they don't want to feel that that they getting too drunk or they being themselves or whatever. Forget drunk because that's just another level. I have a problem because if you drink, I would rather you do what you do. Instead of, I'm not judging you for drinking.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what I am judging you for. I'm judging you for not drinking and you standing there look like you're damn near shaking from withdrawal because you want to have a drink, but you're concerned. You're concerned about me. Okay. And I'm looking at you like, no, I've had a chick before. We went out and she was just like, yeah, I want to drink, but I don't want to drink around you since you don't. And I'm sitting there like in my head, I'm like, bitch, drink. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, this is what you want to do. You need to go, because I'm having a good time.
Right.
I'm having a good time. I'm going to have a good time. See, that's where the problem is, why they have an issue with me not drinking, is because of the stigma that's connected to it. Well, what do? If you don't drink, and you don't smoke, then what do? And then they get mad. Some get mad when I give them my real answer. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I like sex a lot. That's my vice.
Right.
That's my vice. So with drinking be your vice and sex being my vice,
be okay with
let's meet in the middle.
Yeah. And drink and have sex?
Yes.
You want to drink and have sex?
Yes. You get the drink, you get the spread up, everybody's happy, everybody goes about their business, and that's a perfect date.
Sick of him.
Because I like those memes where they be like, would you want your, is this appropriate gear wear for a first date? And they have like the woman with the scantily dressed shirt on. You can see some of her nipple hanging out and the skirt may come up above her thighs and stuff.
What you say?
And they was like, hell yes, that is first date type shit. Hell yes. Now, if we just met and this is how you coming out, it's going to be one hell of a first date. It's going to be one hell of a first date. So I already see where your mind is at.
Right.
Because that's another thing. So let me ask you this. So, because we're kind of following a few topics. Do you believe as a woman, how you dress should there be any type of how you dress and perceive? Do they go hand in hand? Should I perceive you on how you're dressing?
It's almost a yes and a no. For me, it's almost a yes and a no, because it's like when you put on something where you know you're going to get the extra attention, and we all know what that is, the see-through, the short, Even
no drawers.
No drawers too. Because it's like, ultimately, when you put the clothes on, you have to be comfortable with wearing them for yourself. You look in the mirror, you say, okay, I'm okay with this. I look good in this. But as you get out, you gonna know that eyes are gonna be on you, right? So it's almost like it's a yes and no thing. So, are you going to be stared at? Yes. Should you be touched? No. Can somebody comment on seeing your nipple? Yes. So it's visible, right? So it's visible. So as much as we want to be like, I wear this for me and I'm not getting dressed for a man or a woman, when you put it on and you know that things are visible, someone is going to comment on it. Some people may not not even out of respect, but out of them fearing that they will say something inappropriate or they will disrespect you, they might not say it. But it's going to be some people, and it's people in this world, we know this for a fact, that speak their mind, that's going to say what it is and don't care if they offend you or not, because you came outside like this. You are subjecting yourself to certain behaviors, conversations, things of that nature. So that's all I really could say on it. So it's almost like.
So what do you think about this though? What do you think? What do you think about the woman that may have like do Instagram cooking, or a good example is the artist. I know you've seen it. The chicks on Instagram that be artists, they be painting pictures, but they be just having the dumb fat ass, and they be like, yeah, you got mad followers, but it's not because of your art.
It's the art good?
I don't know. I don't care.
I didn't even see
so
that.
So that's my thing. So y'all not even really paying attention to what they are.
But that's my question.
Right.
How can we pay attention to the art with this crazy fat ass in my face?
So let's take it here to and I know y'all saw this. Y'all in education. The teacher, she has on a skirt to her calf.
Yeah.
She has on a button-up shirt, and her clothes just fit, but her body is banging.
Right.
She cannot hide that body. It don't matter. She can wear a loose dress. That ass is going to move in that dress. Black women are built. We just built. We built, and this is why they always sexualize us. We can have on a whole full suit, ass it covered from neck to foot,
right? Body
gonna show. So it's almost like we can't help it. We can't help it, right? And
I'm gonna throw a wrench in it though, because they always show that person, that teacher, fully clothed and just regular. I work in a school. Sometimes teachers wear like tights to work. You know what I mean? It drives me crazy as a leader of the school, but sometimes teachers wear like tights and a shirt, and they get that off when they tiny women. You see what I'm saying? If that same teacher wore some tights to work, that would be crazy.
And
because
it's so unfair. It's unfair because we have this, and being professionals, we have a dress code.
Right.
You got the woman whose body is not so and I'm not going to say not so nice,
voluptuous,
but no, you got one who's you can have the same thing on.
Yeah.
One body isn't as nice as the other, or proportion. Let's say that one isn't as proportionate as the other. They can have the same thing on, and she can wear these tights because her body is like built wrong, and all they gonna say is that look what she got on and let her go. They're both getting looked at, but they're both getting looked at for two different reasons. Like, you got this on, you shouldn't wear this, and you got this on, you shouldn't wear it because it don't look right. and then you got this on, you shouldn't wear it because it's bringing you too much attention.
Right.
We can't control that. But
That's
if
a black and white
no,
thing too.
you can control it though.
it's within the black
Because
community
you
too.
like certain things you can't control. Like sometimes you gotta you're gonna have to dress for whatever event you're doing. I understand that. Some people are just shapely and they're gonna be shapely in anything.
Right.
But like the example I use with the artist, like they in maybe like a little t-shirt and maybe some tights and shorts. They doing art. They at home. Right. But you understand that your ass is what everybody's looking at. It takes away from what you doing. It takes away from you may be the dopest artist.
Right, but I think she understands that. I think she understands that, okay, I'm an artist, but I think she understands that some people are going to look at my ass. But some people are going to look past my ass, because that's the thing too. Like, some just coming to look at her, and some are saying, okay, I admire her, but I also admire the work that she's doing. You understand?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the artist. You got people on social media that be having think that they have these deep, profound statements in posts all the time,
and it don't be that.
And it be your BBL that everybody looking at.
See, this is why my next post, I'm probably gonna have a pair of Speedos on and a tank top, and I'm gonna be talking about the podcast and be like, look, we need to support each other.
Are you gonna be standing or sitting?
I'm gonna be standing.
Okay.
Be standing.
Okay.
Be standing.
Standing.
And I'm thinking leopard print.
Listen, let me tell you something.
That's outrageous.
Leopard is always the way to go. Always the way to go.
Leopard print is just funny to me. Like, it's just funny, especially on guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? I allow it with women, but on guys, it's no way you should be having the Tarzan look. You know, just doing stuff. Like, you can do that, with your woman at home, and dudes got to start normalizing being, guys, you don't got to be too cool for school around your woman. You don't got to be too cool for school around your woman. And because when you do that, that's another way of letting another nigga creep in. And I'm going to tell you how. These women out here are goofy. They like to laugh. They like to joke. And this, that, and the third. Unless your chick just don't got no sense of humor. And if that's the case, I don't know what you with her for, and I don't know how long that's going to work.
Right.
But one of my favorite scenes, everything goes to a movie, Best Man 2, when they did the new edition. There was nothing goofy about that.
No.
That was some cool shit to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you got some friends and, married couples or people in relationships, they hang out together and things like that, fellas, we gonna do this for the ladies this year, da-da-da-da-da. Gotta be some cool shit to do like that. But I be seeing dudes, I remember one time I didn't get in trouble. A dude made a comment like, yo, this nigga right here, because I wanted to take my woman at the time to an amusement park for something she wanted to do. She been talking, but her and her friend, who was his girlfriend at the time, they both been talking about amusement parks. He don't realize the assist I was trying to throw him, because they was kind of going through a little something, and I was like, yo, let's just take them to the amusement park. And it was just Six Flags. I said, let's just take them there. Let's get a room for the night. I'm telling them, yo, it ain't gonna be expensive. It's Six Flags. We gonna get on rides, let them play games. We gonna get rooms, eat that night, chill. Trust me, this to get you out of the doghouse.
Right.
He ain't go. So I took mine or whatever, and I wasn't even in the doghouse. And we did everything we supposed to do. No problem. I think I probably spent $300 something light or whatever. That's room and all that included and stuff. And when we came back that following week, she was just Ventmeister to my girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because of course she was like, yo, you seen Niece? He took his, da-da-da-da-da. They went together. They had a good time. It didn't cost that. This dude was like, yo, this nigga right here. He told one of his mans, yo, this nigga right here making me look bad and stuff. Nigga, I can't make you look bad in your relationship. I'm telling you, yo, this is how we do. But dudes will leave the space. And you know how I know? Because I've left space before. You see what I'm saying? Like that. It may hurt when she, you know what I'm saying? Like that damn Tank song, yes yes, I cheated on you. I'm just saying, it was
I
just,
deserve.
yeah, I deserve it. I don't think I'm going that far, but it's just like, like that's probably, and I was a little nervous. That's probably the best I'ma sound. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga, when I heard that song, I was like, nigga, what? That was his high note, because that song wasn't doing too much until that part of the song came on. And then, so it was just like, yo, you gotta understand, you know, I like to talk to the ladies, because, you know, I had a few people talk to me about Ocean's View. And, you know, shout out to my man, Willie Negro. We were talking about, like, it's not about target audience, but it's about, you know what? I have a lot of conversations with women. Some of my best friends are women. And, you know, they know I'm not the Gary Apple Yellow type. They know the things that, but we talk, we have conversations. And this is a lot of the stuff that we talk about behind closed doors and on the phone and things like that. So, you know, fellas, if you don't like the content, you know, you can always inbox me, say something I want to talk about, and that's cool. I'm kind of just trying to wrap that up, that part, because I know, Ironika, you've been a plus to the podcast. Like, you've taken us to levels faster than we thought we'd have got there, because you're that voice of reason when it comes to the women. It's a wild voice of reason, but at times, you know, it's fair. It's definitely fair.
And I like our group chat, because I could throw stuff in there and say, let's do this, because I know who I'm speaking for, but I also know where I want to go. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like this right here at this point in my life. It's like I could come here, talk my shit out, get my shit off, and like really apply it to my life, because it's almost like nobody wants to be in the same place next week, next month, next year. So whatever I'm doing at this point is for the betterment of me. I feel like this is really, really a good platform for a lot of us, and even with a lot of my friends who listen, they like, you know, you touched on some good topics, and even when they talk about needs, because they be like, man, he, you know, this, and then they say, Will, because you really are our voice of reason. Like, you'll really like say, I get what you're saying, but also get what you're saying. And so that's why I feel like doing this for me at this moment is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's therapeutic as well. So
very therapeutic.
So, you know, this is another episode that we knocked out the park and everything. Everybody, we always drop every Monday. And we're going to continue to bring it to you. We got a couple of interviews coming up. I'm not going to let it out the bag just yet. But we just going to still continue to work. I thank y'all for the views, for the subscriptions, for subscribing and everything. The comments likes, and everything. The shares, the likes. Thank you. Yeah. We appreciate all the support. And we continue on, hopefully, bigger and better things. And, you know, y'all will be along for the ride as well. Ocean's View. Peace.